Hello, my dear boys and girls. Tonight's arrangement is idiom. Idiom is the only way to express yourself. In the case of writing English and in the case of speaking English, I can assure you that if you can grasp phrases and idioms very beautifully, then I am sure that you will be able to speak English fluently and to write English smoothly. There will be no problem. Because most of the writers, authors, use phrases and idioms in their writings. Clear? Today, my first idiom is by the by. By the by, B-Y-Y. By the by means by the way. Clear? For example, I am giving you some examples in sentences. By the by, I want to remind you to attend my birthday party. Suppose a conversation is going on and you want to remind your friend that that his birthday is coming near. You may invite him, so you may say, by the way, I want to remind you to attend my birthday party. Your birthday is knocking at the door and you want to invite him. Clear? By the way. Now my second idiom is let beggars be beggars. Let beggars be beggars. It's an idiom. That means to forget the past events. To forget and forgive the past events. Then how can you use the idiom let beggars be beggars in a sentence? You may write, now we are friends. For example, there was an enmity between your friend and you. And now you are telling him, now we are friends. Let beggars be beggars. That means let the past incidents be forgotten by both of us. Okay? Now item number 3. Item number 3. You may write it down. You may take your exercise book and pen and write these idioms in your exercise khata so that you may use in your English in the case of speaking and writing. So next item is by and by. By and by. By and by means before long. By and by means before long. And by idiom can be used in a sentence. For example, by and by I met a lame man limping across the road. By and by I met a lame man limping across the road. So here by and by means before long. That means long time ago, by and by, I met a lame man limping across the road. Now come to the fourth example, the fourth idiom. For example, cut the cattle, C-A-C-K-L-E, C-A-C-K-L-E, to cut the cattle. To cut the cattle means to stop, just to stop nonsensical words. Just to stop nonsensical words. To cut the cattle. You may use it in a sentence very easily. For example, an important meeting is going on. An important meeting is going on. Please cut the cattle now. That means don't talk nonsense or irrelevant words now. Cut the cattle. Clear? Now come to the next idiom. Call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a day means taking decision to stop. Taking decision to stop a thing temporarily or permanently. Call it a day. You may use it in a sentence very easily. For example, you are telling your friend, today I have given up smoking, and you may call it a day. And you may call it a day. Another example may be given. After my 40 years of service in my school, I am going to call it a day because this is my day of retirement. Clear? Now come to another example, another idiom. For example, be a devil. Be a devil. Devil means Satan, but here be a devil means to encourage somebody who is unwilling or who is hesitant to do a thing. Be a devil. Suppose you are using this idiom in a sentence. Be a devil. Go and be a devil to encourage your friend for her studies. Go and be a devil to encourage your friend for higher studies. Be a devil. Clear? Come to the next idiom. It is a very important idiom. Horns of a dilemma or dilemma. That means you are between to be or not to be. You are in a very critical position. You are in an inner conflict. An inner conflict is going on in your mind between to be or not to be. Horns of a dilemma. Suppose you are using it in a sentence. You are telling your friend, I am on the horns of a dilemma or dilemma because I shall have to support either my brother or my mother. Because I shall have to support either my mother or my brother. So you are on the horns of a dilemma. Clear? Now come to the last item. I am giving you 8 idioms tonight. To have butterflies in your stomach. To have butterflies in your stomach. That means you feel nervous to do something. You feel nervous when you are going to do a thing. What is the idiom? To have the butterflies in your stomach. How can you use it in a sentence? For example, you are using in a sentence, you had the butterflies in your stomach when you were going to propose to the girl. You had the butterflies in your stomach when you were going to propose to your girlfriend. So, to have butterflies in your stomach means to feel nervous when you are going to do something. So, I have given you I have given you 8 idioms tonight, and all these 8 idioms are very, very, very important for all of you, whether it is writing English, whether you are going to writing English, that means written English, or whether you are speaking English. In both the cases, idioms make your sentences elegant, very beautiful, and curtail your expressions too. So, I suggest all my students to grasp phrasal verbs and idioms very beautifully so that you may write your English elegantly, smoothly, and beautifully. Thanking all of you. Good night. And again, I request all of you to subscribe my channel, because I promise that I shall give you tidbits of grammar, very important grammatical items which will make you write good English and which will lead you to speak English fluently. Thanking all of you. Good night.